Liberal intolerance is on the rise on college campuses, as Democratic professors now outnumber Republicans as much as 12-1. That's from a 2016 study by the Fraser Institute of 40 leading American universities. Assemblyman Gerry Scharfenberger is one of those Republican professors at Monmouth University. He's joining us now to give us an insider's view of what's happening on campuses. Assemblyman, it's hard to think of an ideal more American than the freedom of speech, which is now under attack on college campuses. What are you seeing?
One of the most disturbing trends as of late has been on college campuses where differing viewpoints have not always been allowed, and it's getting worse and worse as time goes on. We've seen speakers shouted down on college campuses, violence ensued to keep them from even setting foot on a campus, and this is something that we just cannot tolerate. I've introduced a resolution that would protect New Jersey colleges and students from this sort of activity.
Have there been any disturbing instances on New Jersey campuses as well?
There absolutely have been, and it's very disturbing because the trend seems to be growing. There are certain groups that may appear, even if they're just giving out literature at a table, where students will demand their removal. These are universities that used to be bastions of free speech and debate and exchanging ideas. And when we lose that alternative voice in our world. We really have to respect all points of view, and everything will be paralyzed if you stop that sort of discourse.
Does this create a chilling effect in the classroom?
It certainly does, and I've had students more and more over the years, and I've been teaching for almost 25 years, come up to me and say, I really have to be careful what I say in front of this professor or that professor. I'm afraid he or she will take it out on my grade. And to me, that's frightening. In fact, I encourage my students to respectfully disagree, but always have evidence for the point that they support. Again, my classes, we tend to talk about opposing theories, and it's great to get that sort of energy that you get from honest discourse and debate.
What impact does this have on future civic and political engagement?
Well, unfortunately, if they've grown up in an academic setting like that, they will carry that on into their personal life. You have students going through the academic system, and they're going to become adults with only one point of view. This is very, very dangerous. It's very, very totalitarian, and it's something that I intend to put a stop to.
Thank you, Assemblyman. The danger is, once you decide to swing the censorship hammer, almost anything looks like a nail. Scharfenberger's resolution was introduced in February and was referred to the Assembly Higher Education Committee. For our sakes, hopefully, it gets momentum and moves quickly.